Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unbox and review we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class RC, and this is the RC from the Transformers Prime universe. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox her live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're going to have a detailed look at her in both of her modes to help you decide how you want to display her, and we can see she's going to take 20 steps to transform. We will try and do some comparisons with her and her original Transformers Prime incarnations, and even the one that came out a little bit later in that season as well. Right, before we get started, let's have a look at this box, because the box art on the front is brilliant. So the new way that they're doing this is they've got the alternate mode on the front, because you can see the robot just behind it. It is one of the windowless boxes again, because on the side you've got the full length artwork piece of it there, and of course then the bust, more of a head sculpt there. And these are beautiful boxes. This is on a completely different plane to that one as well, so you've just got that, I suppose, edgy look into it. It just looks really good. So I think people who collect figures still in the boxes and don't open them, they've got even more to display now. We've got the legacy artwork on the side there, which we can see, and let's have a go at cutting it open then. Excuse me. While we're cutting it open, I'd like to thank Robot Recruits, because that's who I purchased this from, and as you can see, they got it sent out to me nice and safely. Now I am opening it from the bottom, and the main reason for that is because I'm going to break it all down and flat pack it afterwards. So we can see at the bottom we've got the folded up instructions, and there is RC. Now that looks like to be our front wheel, and there's the discs that I've seen in so many different pictures. What I need to do now then is just set her free from here and come straight back to you. Okay guys, I've just set her free from her packaging, and we're going to do some first impressions. And just one quick thing I'm going to make you aware of: as I was setting her free from the back of this, the whole front section of the motorbike did indeed come off, but it looks like it's an easy fix. There's a big slot there, and then there's a cutout on the back of there, and I suppose I'm just going to line the handlebars up with what looks to be the front of the bike. And yeah, it looks like that's going to just sit right there. So while we're doing that, we can have a look at the head sculpt, which is really nice, isn't it? Look at that, this lovely metallic white pinky color there. The head is on a ball. Yes, it is. So of course, full rotation, including nodding up and down. Lovely Autobot logo detail there. Ball and swiveling, everything socket, shoulder joints there, full articulation, biceps, forearms. There is it a waist swivel? Yes, there is a waist swivel, sort of. Or I've probably just pulled that apart, to be honest. Oh no, it's fit back in. There's ball and socket again, full swivel joints at the hips, knee bend or ankle tilt, and yep, ankle rock as well. So as you'd expect, full articulation from these new figures. I don't tend to spend much more time checking out the articulation for the reason exactly that they're a new figure and they come with loads. We've also got the front tire which came with it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a detailed look at her in an alternate mode, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, we're back. She's in her alternate mode, and I'm just about to attach the front wheel. I just want to quickly apologise for no transformation process on this video. One, to keep the length of the video down, and two, not to spoil it for yourself. But unfortunately with this guy as well, and I'm going to make you aware of it, when I was transforming mine, pretty much both of the arms came off there at the joint. They just slid off, and we already know that this back piece has come off as well. So I'm not having much luck at the moment. You'll get to see some of them falling off in the transformation process, but I don't know if it's a common fault with the figure. It's just what's happened with mine. So you can see there we've got the circular hole ready to attach the front wheel in. That's just going to slot into position like so, and it's a beautiful looking alternate mode. We don't know exactly what it is. It does look like, I suppose, a 90s sports style motorcycle, maybe a bit like a Kawasaki Ninja. Reminds me maybe of like a blue Street Hawk, but it looks really, really great. The transformation process, unfortunately for me, as I say, was hindered by a few things, but it is quite slick. It really is quite clever. I think most people will know already that this wheel splits into two because of how she looks in her robot mode. There is a kickstand there as well, obviously, which we can fold down for it to rest on, exactly like that. Oh, or maybe not, but look at it. It looks really good. The wheels, of course, will go round both sides. You can just about, if you really want to make out, you can look out that her head is underneath, but you wouldn't know that that was there at all. Right, what we've got is the two, I suppose, halves of her laser discs. Now there's a couple of things you can do with this. You can either put them both on the back like so, which looks reasonable. Don't really know. To be fair, I think they look better on the back there than what they do in the other place. So the other place would be on the back going into the wheel there. I think they're just a little bit too big for this, to be honest. I don't think it suits it. This is some of the images that you'll see of her with the packaging and on TF Wiki, etc. Just don't really like the look of that. They've got far more use, which you'll see in a second when we go back to robot mode and have a look at it in more detail there. With regards to comparison to the original Transformers Prime figure, I'm going to do the best I can because I don't actually have an opened one. So this is the original, so it's not too far off it by the looks of it. Obviously slightly different color scheme, different weapons, and to be honest, this one is quite a bit bigger, as you can see. If we spin it around and see if there's a picture on the back, and yeah, there we go. So it is quite a bit different, to be honest. And yeah, I like it. I do really like it. I'm just a little bit, I don't want to say gutted because they just all clip back into place, but I suppose I was a little bit surprised when all the parts did come off. Right, what we need to do then, we're going to come back for the final time. She's going to be in a robot mode. We're going to do some comparisons and we're going to see how we can use the weapons and the front wheel as a weapon as well. Okay guys, back for the final time then in robot mode, and this is mainly because that's how I'm going to be displaying her. And let's be honest, she does look great. Even though I've got a few teething problems with the transformation and the fact that she just sometimes falls apart, she looks great. So what are we going to do now? We're going to take the opportunity, as I say, to attach all the parts to her and see how you can use all the weapons. So again, when I first took it out of the box, we didn't have the wheel in, so you've got a couple of choices. You can just put the wheel there if you want to, out of the way, but you can do some pretty cool things with this wheel, to be honest. So if we take it back out like so, you can literally as well split this one in two, and then you've got this lovely, I suppose, reflective colour going on there as well, same colour as the rest of arcee with this lovely bit of blue. You can pop this in her hand, and this of course can also now be used as a weapon. Right, now the wrist is deciding to turn. So you've got that there, which looks, again, really good. In fact, right, let's push it all the way in. There we go. That's gone all the way in. That's fully clicked in, so you've got that. Then you've, of course, got these two discs. And there's a couple of things you can do with this. What we can do is we can put them on the forearms, like so. So, in fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pop these on the forearms, stick them in to there. I'm really trying to make sure that the actual arms don't come off as well, because as I said, they did come off both times when I transformed it. So you've got that look there. You could, of course, if you want to, just close this up. It doesn't look anywhere near as good. It does just look like she's got the wheel, which looks, I suppose, a little bit like a club, so it could really work. I'm going to take that out for now. You can, of course, as well take this out and put these directly into her hands. Wow, this is stiff. Let's try it again. Let's put this straight in. Is it going to go? Yeah, perfect. So we're going to put, in fact, there you go. You've got a choice. You've got one on the forearm and one in the hand. And of course, that's going that way along the forearm. But you can, of course, spin it round like so and have it like this. So let's do the same again. The bit that I'm referring to, by the way, I might as well just show you, is this just come off really easy without really any effort. You see like that? So I know obviously they are able to pop them back on, but I'm just so surprised at how easy that they are in particular popping off. Right, so we've got them there like so, which again look pretty good. You can do some good poses with all of that. But what I'm going to do as well is, it looks like we can do weapon combining the same as you can with the core class figures. Well, I imagine you can, because all you need is the 5mm cutouts. So what I've got here is Skids' axe, and there's a hole either side. So I'm going to pop this in like this, and I've built using arcee's parts and Skids. We've got like a large energon axe now, so you can pop that in her hands as well, he says, and you can line all this up. So there's quite a few, there's a lot of playability with it. I am really impressed with that, to be honest. Whether I'm going to leave it displayed like that, I'm not too sure. What I'm going to do now then quickly is, I suppose we need to do some comparisons. So I'm going to show you some more things with the discs in a second. This one is a bit of a pointless one, but you can see, I suppose, how that they do not copy, thankfully, the Bayverse sort of style of RC figure there. Look at the size of that. It's huge, isn't it? Right, so that's, of course, Dark of the Moon RC. And again, unfortunately, the only other RC that I've got from the Transformers Prime is still in its packaging. And this one looks a little bit more like it, to be honest. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to bring this close. There you go. Similar sort of head sculpt. Yeah, this is obviously the Beast Hunters version. Yeah, I suppose that's all there is to say about that one, to be honest. So let's move this out of the way. And while I start to, I suppose, wrap this all up, there's one other thing that I didn't show you. I can take these off. We can join them together. And then, of course, you can actually use either side of this as a handle as well to pop them in. So there's quite a bit of playability with this. The accessories make it fun. She looks great. She does look great. As I say, for the figure, it is fun. There is fun things to do with it. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I think I'm going to put this underneath just because it's going to counterbalance her much. It does. It makes her balance much better. So I think for display purposes, I'm going to separate these and I'm going to put them on the forearms like so. And these parts do look a little bit like wings coming out at the side. And of course, that doesn't belong to her, that belongs to Skids. So there you go. I suppose in summary, it's a great figure. She looks really good. Transformation process is very good. But you just need to be aware of the fact that, well, maybe it's just mine. Let me know in the comments if you've got one already, or if you've seen or you know that this to be a common problem. Otherwise, great figure, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at it, and I hope it helps with your decision if you wanted to get one too. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.